The Whispering Woods. Ever felt like some unseen eyes are watching you? Well, a camping trip turned into a nightmare for me. It was supposed to be relaxing, just me, my backpack, and some peace. I found a perfect spot by a stream, pitched my tent, and as the sun dipped low, casting some long shadows, a weird feeling settled over me. It wasn't like I hated being alone, but this place felt strange. Night fell, and I built a fire for warmth. Suddenly, a flicker of movement in the trees. Just a shadow, I told myself. But then I heard it. Faint whispers, like voices carried on in the wind. They seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere, impossible to find. The whispers were quiet, barely there, but they sent shivers down my spine. They spoke in a strange way, not like any words I knew, yet somehow felt familiar. I tried to ignore them, focusing on the fire, but the whispers grew louder and more insistent. Panic started rising in me. I grabbed my flashlight and aimed into the woods, searching for where the whispers came from. But the woods swallowed the light, showing only more shadows and rustling leaves. Then I heard it. Footsteps getting closer. My heart pounded. I grabbed my only weapon, a small pocket knife, holding it right, breathing hard. The footsteps just stopped outside the firelight. The whispers got louder, now sounding like a scared plea for help, but the darkness revealed nothing. After what felt like forever, the whispers faded, replaced by a silence. Exhausted and scared, I huddled in my sleeping bag, replaying the night in my head. Sleep wouldn't come. Every rustle of leaves, every creak of a branch sent fresh waves of fear through me. As dawn finally broke, painting the sky with streaks of pink and orange, I packed up my camp in a frenzy. I didn't care about enjoying the peacefulness anymore. I just wanted to get the hell out of here, as far as from the creepy woods as possible. I never did find the source of the whispers, and I don't know what secrets the woods held. But one thing was for sure, I wouldn't be returning to that spot anytime soon. The memory of that night, the unseen eyes watching, the chilling whispers would stay with me forever. I escaped the woods, the whispers fading with every mile driven, but the experience left me shook. The image of the dark woods, the ghostly voices lingered in my mind like a bad dream I couldn't shake. Back in the city, the sound of the traffic and people seemed strangely comforting. I tried to get back to normal, but the whispers still echoed in my memory. Every creak of my apartment building, every rustle of a leaf outside my window sent a jolt of fear through me. One night, something strange happened. I woke up with a jump to the same faint whispering that I had heard in the woods, but this time it wasn't coming from outside. It seemed to be coming from inside the apartment itself. Terror flooded me. I fumbled for the light switch, the whispers growing louder, more frantic. But when the light filled the room, the whispers stopped abruptly. Silence, eerie silence. Sleep was impossible. I spent the rest of the night huddled under the covers, the whispers echoing in my head. The next morning, I knew I couldn't ignore it anymore. I had to return to the woods, to the source of the whispers. The drive back was slow and scary. Every rustle of leaves outside my car window sent shivers down my spine. But a new resolve burned within me. I wouldn't run this time. I had to understand the whispers, to find out what they were trying to tell me. As I approached the clearing, a strange calmness settled over me. The woods didn't seem as angry anymore. Following an instinct I couldn't explain, I parked the car and ventured deeper into the trees. The whispers grew louder, guiding me towards a cluster of ancient oaks. The word echoed in my mind, resonating deep within my soul. A flood of forgotten memories washed over me. A childhood spent playing in these very woods, a deep connection to this place I couldn't explain. And then with a jolt, a single image, a young boy, lost and scared, calling out for help. Tears welled up in my eyes. The whispers weren't a threat, they were a plea. The boy in the memory, it was me. The whispers were a fragment of my own forgotten past, a desperate cry for help from the child I once was. As the weight of the memory lifted, a strange peace settled over me. The whispers faded, replaced by a gentle breeze rustling to the leaves. I understood now. The woods held no anger, only the echoes of a past I needed to confront. Standing there, bathed in the dappled sunlight filtering through the leaves, I felt a newfound connection to this place, a connection that transcended fear, a connection built on understanding and a promise of healing. The whispers were gone, but the memory, both terrifying and precious, would stay with me forever.